The strength of wickedness is that they don't walk alone. You see, wickedness understands unity. Darkness understands unity. Only light lives in isolation. Those in darkness understand unity. Only those in light live in isolation. He said, and he got 250 men, 250,000 men of renown, men of means, men of might, men with a pedigree, men with a history. They trace their father, they trace their grandfather. These are men. And when he got them and he thought he had the backing, he came out and confronted Moses. May I say this before I go further? The influence and the strength of your enemies will fail them. We are in a generation where people are now so detached from the presence of God. We are now so detached from the presence of God. I'm going to ask you a question, and don't answer it out within yourself. A day, how long do you pray? A day, how many chapters of the Bible do you study? A day, how do you spend time with God? A day, how do you spend time seeking God? What information are you getting directly from the source? A day, how? We are in a generation that lacks intimacy. We are in a generation, listen, I'm being honest to you. This generation doesn't know God. Are you following what I'm talking about? This generation doesn't know God. I was privileged. Listen, I was privileged to somebody was posted as the head of a police institution, what they call a commissioner of police. So he got into his office. I was privileged to be in that town that day, and they said to me that he's around. I said, okay, let me drop by so I can bless his office. As I walked in there, I blessed the office. I was walking out. The woman was crying. She said I should pray for her that her son, is arrested, blah, blah, blah. They are charging him to court, crime, they found arms. So I called the officer in charge. I said, what's the matter? He said to me, they found guns with him, they found arms. It's a serious matter. I mean, they refer to Abuja. It's a very serious matter. They are taking him back there. They have done the investigations. I connected and I heard from the source. And the source told me it was a setup. I said, this boy was set up. The officer said, no, sir, no. We found it in his house. I said, it was set up. I said, this source cannot lie. Your evidence can lie. But this source cannot lie. He said, but I said, if this source says it's set up, it's set up. So I went back to the commissioner's office. I sat down. I said, they should bring the boy. I said, no, we can't bring the boy. I said, bring him. I said, oh, Ghana, you are the one in charge. Give the order. Let them bring the boy. They brought the boy. And the boy was crying. He said, please help me. I'm innocent. Help me. And I said, sit down. And I said, can we pray? As we began to pray, the source spoke. And the Lord said, ask him, who is this person? He says, my friend. Who is this person? He says, my friend. Who is this one? It's my friend. He said, 3 of them. He was shocked. I said, this 3 will set you up. And I said, sir, I'm not in a hurry. I'll wait here. Can they go and bring those guys? The source cannot lie. Can they bring them here? I said, I'm not in a hurry. When they brought them and we began to talk, and I told them, see, just tell us, they will release you. We just want to know the truth. And they brought out a picture and began to show the picture of a lady that the boy took from them. And that's why they planted arms in his rooms. You can't enter somebody's sitting room. You saw arms. You saw bedroom. You saw arms. He says he's innocent. How? How do you argue with that? But the source cannot lie. You see, handcuff them. Handcuff them. Young man. You mean he's innocent? I say this one is innocent. These ones are guilty. In fact, this is not the first person they have set up. This is not the second person they have set up. That is the source. How many? This the generation. Listen, this generation knows about God, but they don't know God. They can quote the Bible. They know God on their lips. Many of them act like the personal assistant to Jesus. Like they live in the house with Jesus. But I'm talking of knowing God personally. They know about, but they don't. What did Paul say in Philippians 3 verse 10? That I may know not about him and the power. The proof that you know him is that you know the power. And the power of his resurrection, because knowing him in intimacy comes with the backing of his power. Listen to me. You are going to see what will happen the next 2 days here. You will see the finger of God. Oh, I don't like your response in Austria. You will see the finger of God.